Hi, I'm Brett, and welcome to Random Book Talk. I'm delighted to have in the studio today Julie Goodwin, Australia's first MasterChef. Gather, which publishes this month, is Julie's third cookbook. Hi Julie, how are you?
Hi Brett, very well, thank you.
Now Gather is a beautiful cookbook. It's sumptuous and full of ideas for all sorts of gatherings. It's quite an emotive title as well. What's at the heart of the inspiration for Gather?
Really at the heart of this book is my desire for people to come together over food. I really want the book to inspire community building and family building and just the joyfulness that comes when you get together over a good meal.
I have a particular rule about gatherings, and that is you should never try something first. I've dipped into your cookbook, and I was just saying to you earlier, I've got a gathering coming up later this week. Is testing before a gathering a tip that you like to recommend, or do you say dive in, go for it?
I'm more of a dive in and go for it. You know, I mean, if it's a very special occasion, then sure, I mean, play around with it, make sure you're going to get it right. But for the most part, I just think food should be easy. You should be able to do it in an impromptu way and just, you know, fill it with beautiful flavour and love, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's great advice. Now, if you'd like to go to our website, we've got a fantastic kit that Julie has helped us prepare so that you can create your perfect gathering with the help of Julie's cookbook. We've got some invitations, food tags, and all sorts of goodies. So go to randomhouse.com.au and search under Julie Goodwin. Now also be sure to stay tuned and you could learn how to win $100 for posting a review on our website. Julie, there are all sorts of gatherings, as I mentioned in the book. There's like dinner parties, potluck dinners, street parties. This is the way the book is broken up. How could we describe to people how Gather is organised?
I would say that each chapter is a different kind of gathering, and it's just designed to inspire different kinds of gatherings. If you want to have a high tea, there's a whole chapter about that. If you want to have a picnic, there's a whole chapter about that. Yeah. I mean, the recipes are interchangeable. You can take the cakes to the picnic and all that sort of thing, but that's the way I've organised it because that's the kind of gatherings that I want to inspire.
Now, the photography in Gather is absolutely beautiful and so exquisitely put together. I was cooking from it the other day, and it occurred to me that I wondered actually if cooks ever used their own cookbooks, particularly to sort of refer back to possibly some of the more complicated recipes. Is that something that you've ever done?
No, I absolutely use my cookbooks, particularly for baking where measurements are really important, less for the main meals where I kind of throw things in. But if there's a recipe that I've nailed, then I often will go back to the cookbook rather than having to try and remember it.
Now you've been on TV now with us for a few years, and you're fast sort of becoming a national treasure. Food obviously is an incredibly important part of your life, and I remember when you were on TV in MasterChef, you spoke very emotionally of your first cookbook. With Gather, is the inspiration behind the food still the same? What motivates you, I guess?
The inspiration behind my cooking is always to share something I love with the people that I love or the people whose company that I enjoy. That's been the motivation behind all my cookbooks, but this one is very much focused on that. It's focused on the sharing of the food. It's not necessarily so much family traditions being handed down as it is the way I like to celebrate with my friends and that my friends and family like to celebrate as well.
Yeah, I mean, it strikes me that just comes through in all the recipes actually, this sort of love of food and love of what food can do and bringing people together. How has your cooking, I guess, evolved over the last few years? Are you cooking different things, or is it really just an extension of your first cookbook, Our Family Table?
I do cook different things now than I did before MasterChef and before my first cookbook, purely because I'm writing a magazine column, I'm writing cookbooks. I need to be coming up with new ideas and fresh ways of presenting things. So I guess I am cooking differently in that sense. But in another sense, my food philosophy hasn't changed. I like the food to be generous, I like it to be very, very flavourful, and I like it to speak for me to my kids or to my friends, and I like it to say, I'm so happy that you're here, I'm so happy that we're sharing a meal together, I love you very much.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, if you at home would like to share some of the food that you've cooked and been inspired to cook from Julie's cookbook Gather, go to our website or our Facebook page and upload a picture of your food. We'd love to see it. Also, don't hesitate to leave a review on our website. One lucky person each month will win a $100 book voucher to spend on any books they like on our website, possibly some Julie Goodwin cookbooks. Well, thank you very much, Julie. We like to finish off all of our interviews with sort of a get to know you section. So I've got a few questions that I'd like to ask you. And the first one is, what's your favourite word?
Discombobulated.
Yep. Yeah. What turns you on?
Generosity of spirit and a great sense of humour.
What turns you off?
Arrogance and ignorance.
What is your favourite sound?
My favourite sound would have to be the sizzle of a piece of steak hitting a hot pan.
Oh, that's a lovely sound. What is your least favourite sound?
My least favourite sound would have to be that yowling of cats fighting in the middle of the night.
What profession other than your own would you most like to have done?
I think something creative, like a painter or an architect or a poet.
And what profession would you least like to have pursued?
I think I would least like to have been a plumber or anything to do with poo.
If heaven exists, what would you like God to say to you when you reach the pearly gates?
Well, heaven does exist, and what I would like God to say to me is, Nan's just inside, she's got a sherry for you. Come on in.
Oh, thank you very much, Julie. It's lovely to spend a few minutes with you today, and congratulations on Gather. It truly is a wonderful cookbook.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about Gather, in fact, any of Julie Goodwin's beautiful cookbooks, head to our website now at randomhouse.com.au. While you're there, why not sign up to our e-newsletter so you can learn more about great books each and every month. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.